Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Eldrazi Ramp on the play for game one. This hand's interesting. Um, I think I'm mulligan it. I mean, hits off top. You like we no matter what don't get a turn two cast. It's railing for a turn three, so the best case scenario is probably a turn three kicked Myco. Well, mulligan here. This is better. So I will keep. What do I pitch though? Pitch the commercial district. And then reveal Devourer. Trigger. Let's go Myco. And then we'll just go Ugin Lab, Imprint, Ugin, and and pass and hold. Surveil. So likely Neobrand or Birthing Rut. Draw. Verdant Cat, fetch. We'll go for a forest. And rumble. We'll grab the temple. So it's a kicked Myco into a Devourer. And there's snow covered, likely an Ice Fang. We'll draw. And there's K command. Kicked Myco hits the Hedge Maze. Green, as we say, blue-green. Ice Fang, yield all. And we'll go with probably another temple here. 2, 4. I mean, we could actually go for Sanctum of Ugin. Sanctum's tempting, actually. That way we have a follow-up after casting the Devourer. Yes. Let's go Sanctum and then pass. You don't need to worry about Harbinger. There's the Birthing Rut. Attack for 1. Down to 18. Birthing Rut does its thing. I guess actually we should have... I guess there wasn't really any way to play around Harbinger outside of not playing the Myco. Thibblethip is fine. They draw 2. And draw... Sprawl. Devour trigger, target ritual. Yes. 2, 4, 5, 6. Let's go with Myco Spawn, 10. The K command into Emrakul is tempting as well. Huh. Let's go Myco. Because with Myco we can grab Shifting Wood. With Shifting Wood we can start attacking in with Emrakul. And it's also castable through a Harbinger, which is relevant. What say you, friend? Takes 3 down to 17. We'll pass in full. No attacks, no Harbinger, likely a Flare in hand. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to kick the Myco. Myco kick, hit green source. There's the Ice Fang. And we will grab the Shifting Woodland. And then Sprawl for green. Go to combat, swing for 9. I mean, at this moment, I mean, they're looking at an Emrakul next turn, attacking them down. So it would need an Endurance. Rumble. Emrakul. 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's do it like this. No Endurance. I mean, this should very well be lethal. Windswept Teeth. You have a Sink in the Stupor. It has Pro Instant, so that doesn't work. I mean, yeah, you should just be dead. I think opponents realizing that Emrakul is Pro Instant. Yep, that's exactly what happened there. That's the only explanation for that. Alright, the sideboard. Solot, Unholy Heat in, Dismember in, Grafdigger's Cage in. Emrakul trimmed here since they play the Endurance. We will trim a Rumble and Ice Tilt package. Yeah, the question is whether or not we bring the Vexing Bauble in. It's probably still correct to do so by trimming Chrysalis. It just feels bad to trim Chrysalis in this matchup. There is a ton of free spells. Solitude, Force, Flare, Endurance. So like, it definitely feels correct. I just don't like trimming so many Chrysalis in this matchup. I almost want to like maybe bring in 1 instead of 2. But like the targeted removal feels correct because keeping bodies off board is very relevant in this matchup. Do I bring in the second Bauble? There's also some argument to bring in Strict Serenade, but unfortunately it doesn't hit the Birthing Rip. It does hit the Riddler. So maybe we do it like this, just 1 Bauble in, call it a day. 23 lands. We could trim a Shifting, even though it did just win us the game. Maybe 1 Bauble's fine here. The Grafdiggers seem correct. 1 Bauble. If we go down to 1 Chrysalis, we can bring in the second. We could go down Myco, potentially. Just so difficult to cut Myco in this matchup. We also could go down another Emrakul. I don't like going below 9, but maybe I do need to be more comfortable with that and go down multiple Emrakul. They also don't play like too many Endurances. I don't know. We'll trim 1 more Chrysalis for now. I'll have to give it more thought. The going down a Myco spawn's a thought, but I'm not entirely confident on that. If we find a lab here, this is really good. Yeah, we'll go with this. I guess we need more than lab, though. Because we lack red. Forgot this Talisman of Curiosity. Or reveal both. We'll pass. Misty Rain, triggers, yield all. What do we want here? We at least need a land. Forest, impulse. We'll grab the forest. And not what I wanted to see. 8 deep. We'll play. Probably should have shipped this hand, honestly. Didn't see any fetches though, but we did see the talisman, so we have 4, 5 hits off top for this heat on 2. But like I said, the biggest thing is keeping bodies off board. Keep the card on top. We'll pass. That's an Ice Fang. K command, cast Talisman, pass. Unfortunately, wrong color for talismans. The Ice Fang and the Ritual, and that might do us in. And pass. Breeding Pool, shock. And there's the Birthing Writ. Ice Fang attacks in, down to 19. And the fact we saw no soul lands and no fetches or red sources there was surprising. Off of the 8 hits from Devourer. I guess 7, since I picked the first forest. Thibblethip, draw 2. And green for Nature's Claim. That's surprising. Okay, draw. Eldrazi Temp. Tempting the K command here. K command the Thibblethip feels weird because it will just get shuffled in. Ramp and attempt to exile, though. Maybe trying to scry draw here is better. Let's scry draw exile. The Thibblethip, no matter what, will get shuffled away. There's Cavern Souls, Sanctum. Bottom Sanctum, top Cavern, and pass. This gets us the Chrysalis, as long as they don't go into Harbinger here. Misty Rainforest, fetch, surveil. 1 off of Ak. Draw. Feels like a... what is this? Ice Fang? Beseiju. I'll make you sweat a bit. That's fine. Yes, we'll go Stomping Ground Shock. And then Phase Change. Draw Sprawl. Sprawl for red. Camera Souls, name Eldrazi. And Chrysalis. Yield all. You can hit the trigger, but not the body. That's fine. We'll pass. And pass. We have red now locked in. Coiling Oracle finds Coiling Oracle. They can play another Coiling Oracle. Coiling Oracle finds Flare. Birthing Ritual. Yeah, not getting the triggers actually is kind of relevant here because now we can't cast Devourer, especially underneath a Harbinger. Thibblethip again, draws 2, and draw Gemstone. Let's go to combat. Attack with Writhing Chrysalis. Play the Gemstone, 6 lands, will pass 1 short of Devourer. A second ritual, sure. A third ritual, sure. Go to end step. Guess you can attack in. Sure, I'll take the 1. End step triggers. Prior to resolution, K return. Consign. That's annoying. Yes, that will resolve. I will float red and then resolve all. And that is why we floated red. It will yield all at this point. For a Coiling Oracle finds Consign. So now these Devours are dead in hand. As long as this Harbinger hits sticks. So we'll go for the Harbinger. There's the Flare, sacrificing Coiling Oracle. And draw. Myco. Fortunately, we can't kick. I guess actually we should just be smart and do this. Hold up red. Yield all. Blue. Consign. The trigger. Go to combat. Swing for 2 and pass. And pass. Subtlety. Sure. Somehow you haven't hit Oculi, and I'm not going to get that lucky when you're digging, what, like 15 deep? No, 21 deep, Jesus. Ice Fang draws a card. There's the Oculi. And Breeding Pool. So now what I'd love to see here is a Sire 7 death. Because we're even short on Ugin. No attacks. No pass in full. And we can push to 12 for Emrakul, but we're still short 1, so no blocks. Triggers on the Writ. Yeah, it's one downside of Devourers. They are just dead into these Harbingers. Manifest Dread. And draw. Shifting Wood. I think we just pass, so we can't reasonably attack in. Yes, I'll get rid of 2 manifest creatures, but there's a chance that there's an Oculus or something that just eats one or both. So I think my best bet here is to actually block the Oculus of Chrysalis this next turn and hope for an Emrakul off top. Sure enough, there's an Oculus. Yep, so we'll block an Oculus with the Chrysalis. That gives us a potential out of a Emrakul off top. Because 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Block. Down to 10. Lethal's on board. Birthing Writ. Under no circumstance can he sack the Harbinger. Alright, so either Sire or Emrakul or bust. Draw. Mycospawn does not do it. We'll concede. All right. So we'll cut the gemstone, bring in the rumble. Still wonder if maybe I should go down another 7-mana value spell. Hmm. Yeah, Gravedigger's Bauble still feels right. I do wonder if maybe Bauble would be, like, one Bauble would be best, though, rather than two. Because Chrysalis does bog up the board, especially in pairs. So maybe do something like that. That way we're just not overboarding, because we have a ton of removal. Okay, let's do that. Let's not overboard. On the play for game 3. That's pretty good. That is very good. I mean, it's very top deck reliant, and we're also hoping that this Rumble resolves, but if everything in this hand resolves, then we have straight up gas. Alright, so far so good. They shouldn't have any turn 1 plays that interact with Rumble. Chrysalis on top of which? We'll play around Consign, I think. So I'll go Breeding Pool, Shock, Sprawl. I will say I don't really love putting a Sprawl on a non-basic here, but I do think it is correct regardless. We'll go for red, and then we'll Rumble. There's Myco Kick next turn. Yep, we'll Myco Kick. That's 4 types in yard as well, which is lovely. Windswept Teeth fetch. Hedge Maze, Surveil. Could be Consigned Memory. Temple. Well, that makes it easy. Yeah, I mean, I still think kicking the Mycospawn is right here. We could also go Chrysalis, see if they counter. Kind of want to just hold up this Emrakul for later. Still think, yeah, we'll just kick. See if they have it. Misty Rainforest fetch. Looks like they do have the Consign. Or not. Oofda. In that case, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Short. Yeah, we are short. In that case, the Cavernous Souls might be correct to guarantee resolution going forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we'll go Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. Because then we can play Chrysalis next turn. Guarantee its resolution and get towards the Emrakul. Draw. A second cage. We'll go to combat. Attack. So green, red, white, and colorless. Trigger. Body hits the board. Trigger resolves. We'll go another cage in case they have a Nature's Claim. They shouldn't have... I don't think they play 4, so I think this is fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Too short if we do get Harbingered. But they're very much behind on board right now. Yep, so that's fine. Return Emrakul to hand. And draw K command, which is online. I'll go to combat. Attack with both. Down to 9. There's Coin Oracle. Okay. Finds Ice Fang. They do have no, actually they don't have Ice Fang. They're short on green sources. End step, K command, ramp, exile. Trigger and done. There's Flare. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One short of Emrakul. K return does hit Harbinger. 6, 7, short 2 on lethal. Go to combat. Attack for 6. And hold up K return. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It'd still be one short. They have the Ice Fang Quaddle, which will have Death Touch. Dismember helps, though. Go to combat. They're going to need to flash it in. Yep, there's the Ice Fang. It will hit board. Prior to its resolution, I'm going to sack. Always yield. Red and blue. K return. Flare. Sink. Sink will resolve. I don't have another red source. But I think, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In that case, I'll just go to destroy the Ice Fang. And pass. Bone scoops it up. We got the win. Solid. All right, we'll be back for match number 2. All right, we're back for match 2 on the draw for game 1. We'll pass. Gonna lead off with Commercial District unless we find a lab. Steam Vent Shock is his prowess. Is Affinity. Opal. And anything else? Ornithopter. So right now they're one short Kappa. Shadow Spear. Alright, they have Kappa Mana next turn, which is concerning. We'll draw. Shifting Wood. Go Commercial District, Surveil, Laptop, and pass. And pass. Alright, you have the turn 2 Kappa. Oh, geez, Cranioplating. That's not much better, to be honest. And it's equipped 1. Yeah, it is. I'm in danger. K-Return would be good about now. That's what, 10 damage? Yeah, cranial plating's not common anymore, but by golly, is it pretty good. Um, I'm just dead, right? I don't have anything for that. I don't think. We can rumble, but we can't block the flyers. Yeah, we concede. We done do concede. All right. Cranial plating good. All right, so bring in Fade, bring in Dismember, bring in Bauble, bring in Strix, trim on Bajuka Bog, or cut Bajuka Bog, cut Gemstone, cut the Ice Till package, an Emrakul, and then 2 more. What does my sideboard guide say? Are we normally going down on Chrysalis? Normally would go down on Chrysalis, yes. Ice Till, Chrysalis, Emrakul, and then Strix, Bauble, Dismember, Fade. Oh, because normally I've been keeping... We've been keeping the Bajuka Bog in. Because Emery's become more common. Yeah, this looks right on the play, I think. On the draw, maybe cutting the K return. But, I mean, that last board say was definitely an example where K return would have been good. So, let's keep it like this. On the play for game 2, I will mulligan this hand. I will keep this hand. We'll pitch the Emrakul. Yeah. Pitch the Emrakul. And Forest. Bauble. Pass. And pass. Next time we can Surveil Sprawl for a land for Maiko. Red for Emissary. So still trying to go off. Bauble trigger, bauble trigger. Bauble, bauble. Memnite bauble. K return here would be pretty solid. Draw. Talisman. In that case, Misty Rain, fetch. I want to play around Blood Moon. I think we'll still go Breeding Pool. Breeding Pool Shock. Or Forest Sprawl, Forest Talisman Sprawl Blue. I think we'll do that. Forest Talisman Sprawl Blue. This way I have all the colors we need, basically. Next turn we can Myco spawn, go for a fetch if needed. They don't have Kappa yet, which is good. They're one short on Kappa. Springleaf Drum, still short on Kappa. So we get to hold up the Strix Serenade for Kappa. Down to 15. We do need to do something about these drones at some point. Temple, that's beautiful. Myco, kick, yield all. And we'll go for a fetch. That way we can grab Breeding Pool if we need a Strix. Otherwise, we can go end step Surveil. We'll take 3 down to 12. I mean, right now they are winning the race to the bottom, assuming I don't draw into anything else. Second main down to 11. And Commercial District Surveil. Talisman to Yard. And draw. Oofda. Let's go to combat. No reason to play the lab right now. Down to 14. We'll hold the Strix. Down to 8. At some point we might have to crack this bubble to draw into something of value. Draw. K command's pretty good right now. So let's play lab, imprint. Let's do this now. I would like to hold up blue, green, and red. So let's do this. X equals 3. Yes. Blue, green, red. Yeah, we'll do it like that. X equals 3. There's K return, there's fade. So in that case, I mean, I think we just K return and that should be GG's. So bottom, maybe we keep fade just in case this doesn't resolve. No, I mean, we have Strix. They would need to force specifically. I think we still play it safe. We'll draw, trigger, no imprint, and then K return. Go to combat, swing for 3. Hold up Strix Serenade. Opponent's passing. Pick up the fade, go to combat, attack. Oh, that's true, yeah. No force negation because of Vexing Bauble. Right. Hashtag only in Magic the Gathering paper. Alright, solid win. So, I mean, we keep it the same, but we're going to bring back in Gemstone and trim a Rumble and run it back. We could definitely trim another Emrakul, theoretically, given the number of Tormod scripts they play. So yeah, maybe dumping the fade would have been correct. At the same time, having sweeper into sweeper probably would have been fine. It's unlikely they're able to rebuild. I guess the main thing they could hit would have been a land to warp, maybe rebuild drones. Yeah, it's a bit reactionary, but I think this works. It's unlikely they turn to Kappa, but I think we need to play around that possibility. Go Misty Rainforest. We'll keep. But Mulligan's down to 6. So yeah, we hold up Strix for Cap on 2. And then it'd be nice to find a 7-mana value spell to tuck, then play Talisman to set up for the return while also holding up to Strix. Because if they're on Cranial Plating, then they're probably not on Weapons Factory, would be my guess. Alright. Pass in full. Saga. Saga actually is a bit of a problem. 1 for drum and passing. Draw. Sprawl. Well, I still think we go Misty Rain. It's unlikely that we see a cap on 2, but we play around that possibility. I think we can probably surveil, though, depending on what they play. Spire Bluff. I mean, this is Rebuke mana, so I don't think we want to surveil here. Honestly, I think I just want to hold it. I have no reason to play as of right now. Yeah, I think we just hold. Draw. Play a forest. Sprawl for blue at this point. Yep, sprawl for blue. And pass. They can't make a construct, so that's good. No constructs. I actually do need to fetch right now, though, because if they do Needle Misty Rain, I'm going to be really sad. So I'll fetch down to 19. Do I Commercial District? I mean, they have 3 mana. Haven't played anything else. Are we expecting Kappa? I think I have to play around it regardless. Maybe I should have fetched the turn prior. Yeah, in retrospect. Huh. Yeah, I'll go Breeding Pool Shock. And pass. Yeah, maybe fetching the turn prior may have been right. They had Rebuke mana, so I feel like we should hold. This is 3, 4, 2 short of Kappa. So holding up blue I think is correct, but we want to play around Needle. So maybe fetching the turn prior so we can avoid the shock would have been right. Memnite. Okay. Red Blood Moon. Blood Moon's fine. We have the Sprawl. Yep, that's okay. Alright. We'll pass and hold. We're free to play whatever we draw into, though unfortunately drawing the K command now. We'll play the Shifting Wood and cast Talisman. So now we have access to both Strix and Return as needed. 1 color short of K command, so we either need a Rumble, Chrysalis, or another Talisman. Tapping Memnite for blue. Red. Cranial Plating, sure. Cranial Plating's fine. Do I K-Return now while shields are down? They have no other creatures, so the K-Return kind of feels a bit meh. I think we're fine just holding. Draw. And Emrakul. We're a bit off of Emrakul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 short of Emrakul right now that we can add an instant. So it's not too bad. We'll play the forest and we'll pass and hold. Their only blue source is Springleaf Drum. That is notable. Red. Pinnacle Emissary. Paying cost. Pinnacle Emissary. 1, 2, go to combat. They only have enough for 1. So if they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can K return. And still hold up for rebuke. Yeah, we'll do that. End step, warp, and warp. And draw. Sanctum, play Sanctum. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 short of Emrakul. We'll pass. And hold. Probably should have taken the 1 in retrospect and then waited till their end step, but right now it seems like we're in a fine position. There's Rumble. So Forest, colorless, no, Forest, Sanctum, Rumble. Rumble resolves. We hit Sprawl, Catacombs. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're at 12, but we have K command. So in that case, I'm thinking we go for the Windswept Teeth. Put the Sprawling Yard. Play the Windswept Teeth. Then hold up K command. Though right now while they could have Force, they don't have Consign or anything. Let me still hold. Yeah, let's hold. See what they got. They don't have any blue sources. There's Mox. In response, I'm going to ramp Scry Draw. X equals 3. Still holding up blue. There's another K return. All bottom. I suppose top and draw could be relevant later. So now you can play Pinnacle Emissary and hold up a blue source. If you do that, I'm going to Strict Serenade it. Because that leaves you with no mana. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, we're going to Strict Serenade. Oh, actually it does still leave him with mana. Because of Spring Leaf Drum, I give him a bird. But we can K return it first. Right? 5, 6, 7. Cranial Plating Equip. Well, you just kind of sold out that you have nothing in hand, so we're not even going to have to worry about that. Ugin on top of which. So land for turn. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So yeah, I can Ugin into Emrakul. So let's go. How do I want to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugin. Do I exile the bird or the moon? We'll exile the moon, I think. Though the moon, I feel like, is hurting them more than helping them at this point. I mean, I can exile both, so moot point. We'll get rid of the moon. And then we'll fetch for a forest. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. And Emrakul, target you. Sanctum trigger. Ugin trigger, target the owl. K-return, no. Yes. For Cyrus, 7 death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. Actually, going to Devour seems reasonable to deal with Kappa. Though at the same time, I guess we could do that easily if K return plus whatever. So we'll go with Cyrus, 7 death. Our turn, comrade. They did have a Kappa. Look at that. Draw. Metallic Rebuke, Kappa, Fiery. I mean, we can Scouting Tarn, fail to find. Fiery Islet, draw a card. So, Scouting Tarn. Yeah, no Surveil lands. Fail to find. Fiery Islet. Draw a card. Find Saga. Saga's fine. We'll pass at this point, and I mean, this should just be GG's. Saga trigger. I mean, you can play another Pinnacle Emissary that's going to get exiled to Ugin off of Sire. You can hold up Rebuke if you really want, but that's not going to do a lot. You can play Blood Moon again, I suppose. There's a Pinnacle Emissary. I guess you do... Nope, you actually do not have Rebuke mana. So, I don't want to proceed here, I suppose. Talisman exile. And opponent scoops it up. And we got there. Solid stuff. Alright. Yeah, I mean, Strict Serenade again. Definitely showing why we're playing it. We'll be back for match number 3. Alright, and we're back for match number 3 on the draw for game 1. We'll keep. Sire's pretty solid here. Pass in full. Opponent kept opening 6. Misty Rain, pass, and draw. Writhing Chris ain't bad. So, Sprawl. What you got, opponent? Well, you got a Force. And we'll go for red and pass. Alright, looks like Birthing Red again. The deck is definitely more popular than I would like. Draw, so it's likely Ice Fang Quaddle. So let's start then with Talisman. Does Talisman resolve? Ice Fang. Are you really gonna Ice Fang flare this? I'd be surprised. Really? That seems incorrect, right? That seems incorrect. Because now they don't have a turn 2 play for a ritual. Alright. Sure. We'll hold up our Surveil. That's why I held up the Verdant Catacomb to start. Yeah, that seems wrong, though. Interesting. I mean, if they play Harbinger, do I still go for the Surveil? Probably, right? Because I want to find a land here for Chrysalis or Myco spawn. Probably the Chrysalis. Because we resolve the Sire, it should be GG's. 2. Riddler Warp, draw a card. Sure. So maybe they don't have a ritual in hand. Maybe that's why. Go to end step, trigger, fetch, and surveil. Sire to yard. And draw. Land for turn. I mean, I think we just go for the Chrysalis here. Yield all. Fetch. Do you have main deck consign? No. Surveil. Riddler to yard. Subtlety. Pitching sink. This is fine. Do I put this on top? I think I still do, because it's still castable the following turn. Yep, we'll put this on top. I mean, I just get more spawns off of this. I can also kick a Myco spawn if I really want. Coiling Oracle. Oracle will find Coiling Oracle. Land return. Coiling Oracle. Coiling Oracle finds Glasspool Mimic. Interesting. Alright. We draw. I mean, you have Glasspool, potentially Subtlety Flare. We just Windmill Slam the Writhing Curse again, right? In that case, we could play Talisman, but there's no reason to do so. I think we just pass the current moment. I mean, we're set up for a Sire 7 deaths next turn. So they have Glasspool Mimic, 2 unknowns, 1 unknown. So Hardcast Riddler. Hardcast Riddler, draw 1. Back to 2 unknowns. I don't want to Windmill Slam the Siren to a Flare. So I'm going to play it a little bit slow here. And start with Rumble number 1. The fact that they're even thinking about it, yeah, I was right. So we'll yield all. And then I suppose I will sack 1, trigger. Talisman. And let's rumble again. There's Emrakul. I mean, as it stands, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yes. Alright, no attacks. Shardless Agent finds Thibblethip, draw 2. Still 2 unknown. One unknown. End step and draw. Shifting Woodland does change things a bit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, no matter what, we get rid of Quantum Rid. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 minus 3 would be a 12. Or 14 minus 3 would be 11. So we can't do both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But we can do this. Trigger, Cavern Souls, no responses, name Eldrazi. Trigger, Sire 7 death, and pass in full, no attacks. And pass 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Too short. Charlotte's Agent finds Ice Fang, plays the Ice Fang. They could Glasspool Mimic a Quantum Riddler, I suppose. Draw. Malevolent Rumble. We'll start with Rumble. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab the Writhing Chris. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. And I think we'll set on this. No reason to play aggressively when we'll have perfect knowledge of this Emrakul the following turn. The Seiju's rude, but sure. Yes. I'll bring in a Stomping Ground tapped at this point. Yep. Why would you not go for the Cavernous Souls? I feel like that would have been the right call, right? That way I can't guarantee Emrakul's resolution. Quantum Riddler, draw a card. Subtlety, pitch, glass. Oh, they must have played the glass bill already. Sink. Field all, draw 2. I guess you could throw Riddler on top if you really wanted. Draw 3, right? Because each Riddler stacks. And draw. But I feel like you would... Oh, okay. Endurance 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 short now. Sure. Draw. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 short. Alright. I mean, once these bodies are on board, what are you going to do about it? You can't do anything about the Sire. You can't do anything about the Corseless short of a sink. We've already used, I feel like, 2 of your 4 sinks. 3 of your 4 sinks. So what do you do at this point, other than just sit here and wait for me to get enough value to win? Yep, that'll always yield. Draw. Rumble. You have a Flare. I'll grab the Eldrazi Temple and have a K-Return primed. Alright, well, I suppose we should do this, eh? Triggers? This will clear everything but the Riddler. And bone scoops it up. Yep, cool. Yeah, I mean, once a Sire hit board... Okay, sure. Opponent did not want to play this matchup, apparently. Alright, we'll be back for match number 4. Alright, we're back for match number 4 on the play for game 1. Bit of an awkward hand, I'm not gonna lie, but we can make it work. We'll let the CS7 a value spell off top. We'll pass. And pass. Steam Vent Shock for Tamiyo. Draw. We'll go Ugin Lab. No imprint, cast Rumble. Ice Till's interesting. I almost want the Ice Till. But we can't play, it's the problem. So I think we go Temple, but then we can't play anything else here except for the Rumble anyways. So like the Ice Till would be able to get us to there. Alternatively, we can go Misty Rainforest, fetch red, Sprawl, Chrysalis. Yeah, I guess we go Misty Rain. And pass. And hold. So Tamiyo. Could be Affinity. Could be Cutter. Looking like Affinity with the Isla. Yeah. Yeah. It's Affinity. Okay. Well, I guess it could still be Cutter. It could still be Cutter. So, we'll hold off on our assumptions just yet. It still could be Cutter. Repeal, it is Cutter. Okay. So this is Cutter. Repeal, draw card. Mox Opal 4. White. Blue. Draw card. Flip Tamiyo plus. Okay. And draw. K command. Huh. It doesn't seem like Song of Creation, but I could be wrong. Misty Rainforest fetch. For a forest. Sprawl. For red. Cast Chrysalis. Yield all. And pass. And hold. Next, we have the K command. The deal with a blocker so we can deal with the Tamiyo. They could also pick up Repeal, but they don't have the mana to bounce the Chrysalis, so I think that's a non-issue. Again, I don't think this is Song of Creation. I think this is Cutter. If we don't deal with this Tamiyo quickly, though, we are in trouble. What say you, opponent? Realize we could theoretically shifting Woodland to Ice Till. Yeah, that is actually a thought. Scouting turn fetch for Steel Cut. Okay, so Steel Cut is blocker. Blue, Emery. So you have 2 blockers for the Tamiyo now. Steel Cut, Amber, and Yard. Tamiyo plus. I mean, we can easily K command it now, I suppose. The Emery I'm actually not too worried about because we have Bajuka Bog. Do I K command now? I think I do. Trigger 1, trigger 2, K command scry draw, exile the monk. And done. Lab to hand and draw. Forest. So we actually, again, could go for Ice Till, attack in at Tamiyo. Let Shifting Woodland target Ice Till. Go to combat. Both attack at Tamiyo. Always yield. Emery will block the Ice Till. Tamiyo down to 3. I will Bajuka Bog, target you, yield all. So Emery offline and Lab to Yard will pass at this point. And pass. Tamiyo pluses Bobble. So Emery can loop Bobble. Okay. Yep. Cutter triggered as a result, so now I have a monk. Okay. Thundering Falls, Surveil. I feel like you should have done that prior to Emery triggering. Would have seen the Bobble. Bobble target me. And 2 in hand. Equip Shadow Spear to monk? Yes. They won't want to attack, I'd imagine. Baubles trigger. Not like I can do much about those. Draw. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, yup. No imprint. No, and Emrakul, yield all. Even if they counter it with Rebuke, it's now in Yard of Shifting Woodlands still on the board. We'll still get control of their turn, so we'll get Perfect Knowledge as well. So the only way that they get around this is a main deck consign, which I don't believe Cutter plays. Though it's been a while since I played against Cutter, so I could very well be misinformed. Paying cost for... Looks like a Rebuke. Yep. 'Tis a Rebuke. Yield all. I will not. That is fine. No attacks. Our turn, comrades. Steam Vents, Spiral Bluff Canal, and another Metallic Rebuke. I think at this point it doesn't matter too much if I give them 1 or 2 rebukes, but getting the Tamiyo down would be useful. We could crack the Fiery Islet to reduce the number of lands they have. But it does draw them a card, which I don't like. At least I know what it is, I suppose. So let's start by... I guess actually, hold on. We could play Tamiyo Rebuke, but then that triggers Monk, which I don't like either. Crack Islet, equip it to Emery, attack Emery into Chrysalis might be the best play. Yeah, I don't exactly like the fact that we'd be making another monk if I get rid of Tamiyo, though. Well, no matter what, we're going to return Rebuke to hand. Get the Tameo down. The question now is, do I minus the Fiery Azla? I guess I can still... Alright, let's do this. Let's draw a card to start. Yes. There's Mox Opal. So we'll tap for blue, cast the Mox Opal, Prowess trigger, yield all, and yield all. I think getting rid of the Tameo might be correct in the grand scheme, even if it does give them another monk. I think we're at a position where that's fine. So we then can choose a Mox Opal to keep, choose that Mox Opal. We can then spend blue for Tameo, hold up Rebuke. Yes, it triggers the Quarry. We'll Metallic Rebuke the Tameo, and I'll tap blue, 1, 2. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to use both. Yeah. Yield all, and no. Attach Quarry Steel Cut, I'll say no. And then what I will do is equip Shadow Spear to Emery. 1 and 2. Go to combat. Attack with Emery and block with Chrysalis. Emery's now down. Steam Vents can Spire Bluff in hand. And we'll pass and pass. Okay. I mean, they're left with 2 lands, Rebuke in hand. We have an Emrakul in yard. So they shouldn't have any double casts next turn. Steam Vent Shock. Okay. Tameo Plus. Equip. That's fine. So, land, Rebuke, Unknown. Flame of Anor. Hits the Chrysalis. So that right now is 6 down to 13. And they'll go up to 20. Yes. We'll draw. So they are now tapped out. Interesting. So, how do I want to do this? We're going to need 5 mana for shifting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can play the Talisman to go down to 5. And then shifting. There's nothing in Yard that I'm really too worried about that Tameo could grab back. So I think it could be correct just to attack them for 12. And put them down to 8. Though as it stands, they would gain 3 up to 11. Potentially 12 up to 12. Is Emrakul attacking them correct? I think it probably is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, Talisman. I guess we could go 1 deeper, go 1, 2, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That put me at 12 though. Not in lethal range yet. No, they have Land Rebuke. I guess they theoretically could like Flame Rebuke and yeah, I guess they could go that route. Maybe at 12, 4, 8, 8, 6. Let's go with Rumble. There's Devourer. We'll grab the Devourer for next turn. We also could just hold up Shifting Woodland to make it into an Emrakul to block. There is some thought to doing that as well. Honestly, I think just maintaining our life total might be correct. Let's do that, then we can sweep board and start hitting face. Unless they have something to empty my yard. Yeah, because we can block the monk. They grab a flame. That's fine. Tamiyo, sure. So Tamiyo, flame, land, and rebuke. And we're going to sweep the board of all their creatures and planeswalkers with the Devourer. We can block the monk with the Emrakul. We'll tap this in response for green. And then yield all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're still primed for that. You can Tamiyo plus. Yep, this is fine. Saga, sure, that resolves. And Spellbomb. So I guess you can Spellbomb the Shifting. 4. That's kind of ugly, I'm not going to lie. So, I mean, we can go for the Emrakul, but they'll bounce it. Yeah, that is a bit unfortunate. Do I have anything else in my yard that would make sense then? Doesn't look like it. I mean, if I don't do that, they're going to bounce the spawn anyways, I suppose. So, Shifting Woodland, target the Emrakul. And then Spellbomb, bounce. Yep. Bounces back the hand. So we'll take 10 down to 2. We'll draw. Play the Shifting Woodland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Devourer K return. We can get rid of the Tamiyo, but there is some thought to getting rid of Cutter. I think getting rid of the Tamiyo is still correct at this moment in time, though. Tamiyo, yield all, yes. So Tamiyo down. Everything's off board. We have 19 damage down to 2. We do die to a bolt. Actually died to a few things. Next turn we can rumble. They still have Rebuke in hand, and I think a land. You can make a construct. Don't like that. Makes a construct. You can haste it. Equip. Sure. We'll trade. Why do that right now, though? That seems ill-advised. Ugin. Ugin can get rid of Cutter. But I guess then, yeah, they can't haste unless they run boots, which I have to assume they do. So let's start with a rumble then. There's a Cyrus 7 death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sire's not a bad option, though they can definitely grow the construct significantly. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So let me grab an Emrakul. Emrakul proper, cast, and our turn once again, comrade. So yeah, I was right about the Metallic Rebuke Spirabluff Canal. Draw, another Rebuke, main, and float. There's Tormod's Crypt. So we're going to grab the Tormod's Crypt. And then resolve. And then we'll just go Tormod's Crypt, target you. And at this point, there's not much else for us to do. Yep. There's nothing for us to play. We don't want to make a construct. We unfortunately can activate Shadow Spear, but that doesn't do much, so we'll just pass and full. And pass and full, so land, rebuke, rebuke. We have Siren Yard, which can get us the Shifting Wood. They can haste the construct, grab an Amber, another Opal. I don't think that does enough, though. With land, rebuke, rebuke, bobble. Okay, so now they can take a peek, draw a card. Flame, draw 2. Spire Bluff. So, rebuke, rebuke, 2 unknown. Bobble, target me. And draw Temple. We'll play Temple. Shifting Woodland, target Syra 7 Death. Green, green. 1, 2, or... Actually... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could Ugin Corey Steelcut. But I think getting up to 9's probably more worth it. Rather than 5. Though getting rid of the Corey Steelcut might be worth. And let's go for Sire. Make sure I'm actually targeting the Sire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to combat. Leave the Emrakul back. We're up to 9. And we'll pass. Unfortunately, this is red and not green. We need another green source. We want to activate it twice. Tameo. Okay. Preordained trigger cutter. Saga trigger. So 2 rebukes in hand. Emery. Emery Mill. Paying cost 4. I don't imagine you attack here. No attacks. Holding up rebuke mana will draw. Windswept Teeth. Okay, so now we can activate this twice. We'll grab a Sire. They shouldn't have anything at instant speed that can deal with this. We'll attack with Sire. And again, we can activate it as a blocker. Paying cost for what? Yeah, you can't repeal this. And blocking's definitely not in your best interest. It has Menace Friend. Down to 16 all now. And since it does have Vigilance, we can activate again as a blocker. On end step, otherwise, I will activate, or I'll fetch for a Surveil land. Repeal. Target Opal, draw a card. So 3 unknowns, 2 rebukes. Opal trigger Cutter, sure. Amber trigger tokens, sure. So 2 rebukes, 1 unknown. Make a construct, sure. Haste the construct. Haste or equip with Shadow Spear, sure. Anything else? Equip, okay. Opponent may not realize that this shifting woodland. Emery target Bauble, okay. Yeah, I think they might be trying to go for an Alpha Strike here. Begin combat. Attack. Why would you do that? Don't do that, opponent. Ball will target me. Wrong timing there because I'm going to fetch Surveil. Windswept Teeth fetch. Surveil. Wooded Foothills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to put that to Yard. And Bauble. Trigger draw. And Devourer. So we could play Devourer here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. We'd be 1 short of the Shifting Woodland, though. I mean, I think it might just be correct to attack in with Emrakul, to be honest. Because they can rebuke, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alternatively, I could Ugin, exile, Corey Steel Cut, gain 3 up to 18. If they Alpha Strike in with 3 constructs that are 7, 7, 8, 8s. Go to combat. We can't attack in with the Sire anymore because of the construct. Go to combat. Emery can grab back. They can flip the Tamiyo after. Do I attack in is the question. I think I have to at some point. Let's Emrakul attack, push you down to 3. Or I guess down to 6. I'll just pass then. Because we're at 22 with the Siren Yard. So I would need to deal me 22 damage in addition, or through 1 block. All of them are 8/8s. They can push them to 9/9s. Emery target Bauble. Bauble trigger the monks. Amber triggers the monks and the steel cut. I guess the Shadow Spear is a bit of a problem because now they'll gain 10, 11, up to 17. Two Rebuke's still in hand. Equip to 2 10/10s and a 9/9. Go to combat. I will once again... So if I take 19, I can't take 19, so we have to go Sire. And 10, 19. I think I'm still dead. Yeah. Not to mention that that's trample. Yeah, no, I'm still dead. So I guess I shouldn't have attacked, because then I block 10, 16. Still not a good position to be in. Yeah, we're still dead, because now it's 22, but that's 26, down to -4. So, I guess we couldn't have attacked. Yeah, I didn't do the math right. Was the other option at that point just to play the Devourer or Ugin? Maybe. Yeah, that was... I misplayed there. For some reason I thought that I was still alive, but I think I miscounted the prowess triggers. Agreed. So this is definitely Cutter and not Song of Creation. Yeah, if I played the Devour, then I wouldn't have had as much life. If I played the Ugin... Maybe playing the Ugin may have been the right call? I think I was in a kind of between a rock and a hard place regardless, but attacking was definitely the worst play, because it did not give me another turn no matter what. So yeah, that was definitely a misplay. So Cutter kind of plays like Prowess, but kind of not. So Dismember's a yes. I almost feel like I want to play Trinisphere. Ice Till's not as necessary here. We can trim in Emrakul, bring in Trinisphere, bring in Bauble, question mark? Maybe. They also sometimes play Kappa, so do we want Strict Serenade? Or do we want Fade? Fade's also a consideration. Hits the Constructs. Hits the Quarry Steel Cuts. But we also might want Unholy Heat. So maybe something like this? Yeah, Cutter's definitely a matchup that I haven't played a lot against this season. I need to play a bit quick here. I'll keep this hand. I mean, early Trinisphere here into a kicked Myco seems like a solid strategy. So fetch for and cat. We'll play around the potential of a Blood Moon and go red. And pass. And pass. Steam Vents. Tameo. which means they won't have a turn to play. Play Temple, cast Trinisphere and pass. And pass, which means we kick Myco Spawn. So then back another turn. I wonder if they kept some 0-mana value spells in hand to play with the cutter, and now they're just bricked. Saga, we'll kick the Saga then. Attack of Tamiyo makes a clue. And draw. Sprawl, Temple, kicked Myco. Hit Saga, yield all. Rebuke, draw a card. I'll grab Temple and pass and pass. So that's 8, 9, 10, 3 short Emrakul. This will be 11, so after the Sprawl, will be 2 short. Attack of Tamiyo. And draw. Devourer. So let's start with Sprawl. Oh, I guess Sprawl would be a bit more. Lab. No imprint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No. And 1, 2, 3. We'd be short 1, so no. Devourer, exile Tamiyo, pass in full. We can go to combat, swing for 3, down to 15. Scouting Tarn, fetch, surveil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still 3 short of the Emrakul. And they can now start casting cards again on turn 4. Or not. Goes the discard. Another Myco. Let's go to combat. Attack with all. Down to 5. Kick with Myco. And kick your steam vents to this resolve. Paying cost for flame hits the Trinisphere. We'll go for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I will grab, I suppose, a forest or a temple. Grab a temple and pass. And pass. Next we have Emrakul. Down to 6 minutes on the clock, though. We definitely don't want to dip into the red for game 3. As you saw from game 1, it can definitely be a bit lengthy. Opponent draws a card. Lethal's on board. They would need 2 blockers at this point. And opponent scoops up. We'll take the win. All right. Let us bring back the gemstone, trim a rumble, and run it back. All right, we're back for match number 3 on the draw for game 1. We'll keep. We really do need a 7-mana value spell off top, though we do get 2 looks with this Verdant Catacomb. Opponent passes. Vaccine Bauble on 1. Well, we're going to start with that then. Bauble and pass. Scouting Tarn, fetch 19. Surveil. Bauble to yard and pass. Is it a cutter? It is a cutter. They could still trigger it through the bauble. We'll take 2 down to 18. We'll draw. Rumble. I'll play a lab. No imprint. Cast Rumble. I'll grab Devourer. And I'll pass and hold. Definitely tempted to play the Myco Spawn here, but if they tap down the Trinisphere might be right. I think the Trinisphere is actually just correct as long as we can guarantee its resolution. Otherwise, probably going for the Myco Spawn instead. Blue for Preordained Trigger. Red for Unholy Heat. We'll sack in response and pass in full. We'll take 5 down to 13. They missed their land drop, which is important here. So I will imprint Devourer and cast Trinisphere and pass and hold. We'll take 3 down to 10. Draw. Lab. I will cast Myco Spawn. Yield all. I'll grab Temple. I'll play Verdant Cat and pass. They do find a land. Does a Saga. I actually do want to crack this Bauble on end step, funny enough. I'll go to blocks. I will block. There's Flame, hits the Trinisphere, Prowess triggers. Trinisphere down, prior to resolution, Stomping Ground Shock for heat, and pass, draw, and kick. Kick Saga, yield all for Sanctum of Ugin. Forest and pass and hold. Emery triggers. Draw. Return Devourer to hand. Trigger, target, Emery or Cutter? I'm going to say Cutter. Yes, for Emrakul. Play Temple, go to combat and attack. And pass. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Emery's not doing much with their yard with the Bauble on board. If they have a consign, they're going to need to hold it in hand. No attacks. And draw. And another Myco spawn. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 minus 3 would be 12, so I do not have enough for both. So in that case, 1, 2. Myco spawn, kick, Thundering Falls. There's the consign, yield all. And yield all. And Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. Combat. Swing. Opponent's down to 7/7 all. And pass. And draw. Forest. And Emrakul, yield all. The body hits board, will attack with both. 3 minutes on the clock, they block the Devourer. Our turn, comrade. Consign, Opal, Tormod's Crypt. Tormod's Crypt, always yield. Opal, always yield. And we'll pass at this point. And pass. This should be the match. And opponent scooted up. We'll take the win. Whew. That was a close one. GG's. Game 1, I definitely misplayed by attacking the Emrakul when I did, though the board state was a little bit messy as is. But I definitely took the worst line in that specific instance. Game 2 was just solid. Trinisphere carried us hard. Bubble Trinisphere once again carried us hard here. We kind of do want to treat this almost like a mixture of prowess for the most part. But yeah, solid stuff. We'll be back for match number 5. All right, we're back for match number 5 on the draw for game 1. We will reveal Devourer and pass. Windswept Teeth passing. And trigger. I'll take the K command. I will play the Temple and I will pass. In retrospect, though, maybe it was right to play the Lab for a couple of reasons. A, potential Thoughtseize, taking the Devourer. But B, we could set up for a K return. But I think the K command is correct here. So it's likely an Ice Fang. Yeah, I think the Lab may have been correct after all. We'll play the Lab. Should probably play the Lab first, so we could have went stomping around Shock, hold up K return. We'll hold up K command. Fetch 18. Snowcovered Forest for Ice Fang. Okay. We'll wait to see what their turn 3 play is. Attack with Ice Fang. Because I much rather would have had this K command resolve than this K command resolve than this K return. But I'll ramp Scry Draw. Actually, do we want to ramp Scry Draw? I think I want to Scry Draw Exile. We definitely need to exile. And done. Do you have a flare is the question. Hence why I kind of wish I would have angled for the K return instead. And we'll draw. Ice Still's not bad. We'll hold up the K return. No, I won't. Because I lack... Yeah, that's unfortunate. I should win Stomping Ground. I kind of lack... I gotta lack some colors here, since normally I'm on 2, which was my misplay there. There's Talisman of Impulse, but we'd still be short. However, it would lean into Ice Till and would give us red through a Harbinger. Alternatively, go Emrakul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But if they don't have it, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Very tempting, but I think I need to go for the Talisman and play it safe. And play the Talisman, we'll pass. Because we can also Ice Till, pick up Shifting Woodland, and Shifting Woodland for the Emrakul if needed. There's Shardless Agent. Yeah, definitely wish I held up the K return. There's Fibblethip. Draw 2. And end step. Birthing Writ. Yeah, 1000% I thought I had a second Stomping Ground. That was definitely a mistake on my part. There's this Harbinger. Alright, we will draw. There's Myco. So I'll play the Stomping Ground. I mean, I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kick a forest. Otherwise, we can just see if they have the K return or the flare here. We could just see if they have the flare. I go 1, 2, 3. I suppose what I can do then is cast Myco. Yield all. I will grab for a second forest. Yeah, that seems relevant here. Second forest. And now we get to hold the K return. They have Flare, they can hard cast, I suppose. Maybe some benefit to have playing the K return last turn, though they would have definitely sacked the Shardless Agent. There's Ice Fang. Draw a card. Paying cost for Dismembers, pretty rude. Go to combat. Imagine you'll attack. I'll go to blocks and block you prior to damage. K return, pass in full. Do you have a flare? No flare. Okay. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In that case, return Devourer to hand. And we will exile the Birthing Writ, Sanctum of Ugin trigger, yield all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll say no. Yes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Short one, but opponent will scoop it up anyways. We'll take the win. Definitely made of a misplay earlier, not playing the stomping ground when we could have, but it worked out thankfully. Bring in a Vexing Bauble, 2 Graph Diggers, a Dismember, and I believe the Heats. I will trim out the Ice Tills, the Emrakul, the Ghost Quarter, a Malevolent Rumble, and a Chrysalis, I think is what we landed on. We could cut another Chrysalis for another Bauble, but I think one Bauble here is probably okay. So we'll run it back like this then. I mean, that is solid. I will keep. Do wish this was a basic or a fetch, though, I will admit. I'll pass. Scouting Tarn. And draw. Myco. Well, I think we start with Stomping Ground, shock, and see if they have a consign. And pass. Graph Diggers hits board, so Ritual's offline. We could K return next turn if needed. At the very least, hold it up for a Harbinger on turn 3. We really do need to land, though. We'll pass. So this is likely a Coiling Oracle. Ice Fang the hand. Okay. Emrakul. To tuck the Emrakul or the Ugin, I think I tuck the Emrakul here. I'll hold the K return in case of a Harbinger. Land. Attack. Down to 17. Second main. Fetch down to 17 all. Breeding Pool, shock to 15, 4. In response, float red, 2, and resolve. K return. Do you have a flare? You do not. Solid. Land. Let's K command ramp and scry draw. Try and find a land for a turn. Dismember. Dismember is a consideration here. I will put that on top and draw. It's not ideal, but it's likely worth holding. Because I think they play like upwards of 4 Harbingers. Opponent's passing. Again, would really like a land here. Another Sprawl. Definitely not ideal. I really don't want to play directly into a consign here, so I'm just going to Sprawl. Sprawl for green and pass. Hold up Dismember. And paying cost for Ice Fang. Ice Fang will resolve and draw a card. And hold for Dismember. Breeding Pool. Shock to 13 for another Harbinger. I'll return Emrakul to hand. And we'll let that resolve. We'll take the one from Ice Fang. We still need a land here. And I guess now we need a forest or forest equivalent. I'll play the Windswept Teeth and attempt to dismember the Harbinger. Flare. Unfortunate. Alright, we'll pass. And that's an Oculus. Yeah, we're not in a good position, though at least the cage does stop the manifest. We'll take the 2 down to 10. And always yield. Bajuka Bog. We'll play the Bajuka Bog, and we'll pass. And hold. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6 at most. Blocking here doesn't really give us another turn, so I'll just hold down to 3. A second Harbinger. Trigger. Doesn't really matter. We'll draw. Heat's a dead card. We'll concede. Yeah, Harbinger's number 2 and 3 was a little bit rough. Alright. Go to sideboard. Bring in the Rumble. And drop the Gemstone. And run it back. On the play for game 3, I will keep a little bit top deck reliant, but we can make it work. Forest Sprawl for green. And pass. And pass. Breeding Pool. Tapped and passing. Draw. Rumble. So in that case, we can Talisman and Rumble. Grab a Myco Spawn, though 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I think, yeah, Myco Spawn's definitely correct here. Grab the Myco, and we'll pass. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can only play 1 Sprawl next turn as it stands. So that's an Ice Fang, it looks like. Could also be consigned, but if they consign, that's fine. For red, if this resolves. Red. And kick. Yield all. Do you have consigned memory? If you have consigned memory, you don't have Ice Fang. Misty Rainforest fetch. Snow covered for Ice Fang. And there's the Ice Fang draw card. Okay. Land down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm thinking I might go for a Forest for Sprawl, to be honest. The alternatives go Cavern of Souls, name Eldrazi. They guarantee resolution. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I'm going to go Forest. And then Sprawl. We'll go for red. And pass. That's why we're thoroughly playing around Harbinger. Next turn we can kick again. And just try and ramp to the Emrakul. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll be one short of the Emrakul. Would love to find a temple off top. So that way we can grab a... whatchamacallit? Ooh, nothing? No plays from opponent. Interesting. K commands. Very good here. So in that case, let's start with an attack. And we'll kick. Kick Myco Spawn on blue. Paying cost for Consign to Memory. Counters the body, gives me the search. You should not have given me the search. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'll still go Cavern of Souls, name Eldrazi. And we'll hold up K command. We won't play it now, since we don't want to play into a force. We want this to resolve. Fetch Windswept Teeth to 12. This seems like Harbinger. In response, I will ramp and Scry Draw. You want to flare. Another K command. I'll put that on top. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 now. Attack for 1. So now the question is, if I K command for X equals 3, Rampant Exile, I'd be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. So I'm going to Rampant Exile, attempt to exile the Harbinger, and done. Do you have a flare or a force? You have neither? I mean, if you had a flare, then you would have used it, so... 4... and 1, 2... Emrakul, uncounterable, no consign. We'll attack with the Myco, opponent scoops it up, and we got there. Solid, solid stuff. All right. Not too bad at all. Another trophy in the books for Eldrazi ramp this season, just as it's about to end too, for that matter. So, with that being said, that there will be the end of tonight's YouTube video. For those wanting just a quick review on the deck and its current state, I do think I'll be bringing Strix Serenade to Vegas. I got 2 copies locked in, which huge shout out to MTG Meta Masters for helping me procure the second copy. I really do appreciate you. Seemingly, people are buying it up like crazy. Maybe people are really anticipating a lot of Titan, which makes a lot of sense. As far as everything else in the deck, I think I'm 75 out of 76 locked in. The only thing I'm considering right now is trimming 1 Fade from History for either a Consign to Memory or a Nature's Claim. Kind of back and forth on those, but that's right now kind of my only consideration. Maybe I might consider trimming a utility land for an additional forest, but I really do love Shifting Woodland. I really do love Sanctum of Ugin, so I think I'm probably going to stick with what I have as far as my mana base is concerned. But otherwise, yeah, I'm really excited for Vegas. I think we are going to be able to perform well with the current list as is. So with that being said, if you did enjoy this video, please do consider hitting the like button, comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback be much appreciated. For as much that I hope y'all learn from me in both my successes and failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you reached the point in the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we continue to grow this channel. However, if you do want to see these videos recorded live over on Twitch, you can find me there Sundays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. CST and Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. CST for the weekend challenges. Otherwise, you can head over to my Patreon where you can support me monetarily in exchange for watching these videos early and ad-free. With that being said though, folks, I will see you next time. Bye-bye!